Order. This is the meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Franklin Township Public Library. It's Wednesday, May 26th, 2021. This meeting is being held virtually and it is being recorded. I'm sorry I have not brought the flag in, so we're going to skip the Pledge of Allegiance at this time.
Oh, the mayor has it.
Oh, you have the, okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United
States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one
nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, I'll call the roll. NBC.
Here.
Ed Ward. Don't see Ed yet. Kevin McNeil is here.
Ed just joined us.
Hello, Ed.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up, Ed? Yeah, Kevin, I'm here.
Yes, Kevin, I have that. Nick, I'm here. Mayor Kramer.
Here.
Deanna Gresham. No. Agnes Kulabanya. No. And Iris Kislin is here. So we do have a quorum. January Adams, our director, is also here, as well as Bob Wardlaw, our technical expert. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Public Meetings Act, also known as the Sunshine Law of New Jersey. The schedule and notification of this meeting have been provided to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, and the Franklin Township Clerk. Copies have been posted in the library's vestibule and are available at the reference desk. I'd like to open the public portion of this meeting, the first public portion. We will now open the meeting to statements by members of the public. The rules are as follows. The speaker will kindly state their name and address. Speakers should limit their statement to about 3 minutes and one person at a time. Is there anyone from the public who would like to speak at this time?
Probably driving.
Okay.
Two members of the public, Andy Malone and Jason Burke.
So you have to either unmute them so that they can.
They're both on mute, so.
All right.
Mr. Malone, you're unmuted. Do you wish to say anything?
No comment at this time. Thank you, though.
And would Jason like to say anything?
No comment. I'm just an employee here to observe.
Just an employee. That's a very important person. And Agnes, hello. Okay. Is there any other member of the public who would like to speak at this time?
There are none at this point.
Seeing none, I would like to close the first public comment session. Is there a motion to accept the minutes of the April 28th meeting?
Yeah.
NBC?
Yeah.
Is there a
Second, Edward Ward.
Ed? Is there any discussion about the minutes? Seeing none, those in favor of accepting the minutes signify by raising their hand.
Aye.
I see this has passed unanimously, and I will change and welcome Tiana to the meeting.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Good evening.
Hello.
So now we have a full complement of all of our trustees. I'd like to move to the director's reports. January, first the financial report.
Well, I'll take any questions or comments. Everything's pretty close, if not a little bit below where it should be. Nothing extraordinary.
I have no questions. If there are no further questions, January, would you like to go on with your program report?
Sure. During April, we had 24 adult programs with 729 attendees. We had 4 new weekend fun programs on the kids blog and 1 new take and make program and 2 story times to go. In addition, the reference librarian and our volunteer, who used to be a staff member here and is very knowledgeable about the town, they've begun to make their visits to Aruna Metler's home to assess Bob's collection of historical materials. And they're going to go back and forth about every 2 weeks. And so far, there's a lot of old maps. There's a lot of old photographs. There's a sculpture. A lot of this stuff looks to me like it's going to have to be hung on the wall. So we'll have to, work on that. But that's how far they've progressed. What they do is sometimes they bring stuff back here so they can look at it more closely, and that's okay with Aruna. And they're making progress. And on April 30th, Safi Callan gave me and our IT manager a tour of the youth center library. And I was very impressed with the building. I think it's beautiful. And I found Safi to be very, very responsive to any concerns and questions I have.
He's a wonderful person.
And the summer reading is going to be starting very soon. It's going to start June 15th for children and adults. And it's going to run until August 25th, except the teens is going to end on August 19th. And the head of the Youth Services Department has received permission to use the gazebo outside for several programs. So she'll be able to conduct some story times and other children's programs outside on the gazebo, which I think is a wonderful use of the gazebo and lets children have their programs.
That's exactly what Bill Grippo intended when he conceived it.
And I think that's it. Yes.
Thank you very much, January.
That's it.
And I might, I don't have a president's report, but I would like to say that I also have been inside the new Lewis Street Youth Center, actually right in the library area, and it's going to be very nice. It's very nice already. So no further president's report. Correspondence and communication. January has sent us several things to read. Are there any comments? I enjoyed reading them all. And
Yeah, one was about us.
yeah,
One was about New York City Public Libraries, which I didn't know until I read this, that we're so far behind reopening. And then Bedrocks of Freedom, which was mainly about school libraries. That was, I thought would be a particular interest to Ed. But it had a nice history of libraries. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, no. I was just saying that was an interesting reading, and it was so relevant, with the with what's going on today, with everything, as far as
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I don't know. I think I blew
We
a
can
fuse.
still hear you.
They're
I
gonna
can
have
still
to
hear you
speak.
and see you.
Yeah.
I know, but it's
Try turning off the video.
Yeah.
It's somewhere.
Turn
my
off your
mom is
video.
on an oxygen machine.
Oh,
Turn off your.
yeah. Turn up your video. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to check it because my mom is on an oxygen machine. So it has to. Oh, there it goes. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. No, I was just saying how relevant I found the article. Talking about how important the libraries are, and as far as teaching the younger generation how to access information, and it's a different perspective. So I want to thank you, January, for the article. I found it very interesting.
My goal.
Okay.
That's it.
Any other comments on the
Okay.
pieces of correspondence?
All right.
Seeing none, I'd like to move on. Is there any old business? Seeing no old business, move on to new business. And proposed 2021-2022 budget, which January has prepared for our perusal. Has everybody looked into this budget? I have.
Yes.
Yep. Good explanation, January. Thank you.
Oh, welcome. I would like to particularly point out that the thing I'm proud about is the progress we've made with our electric bill by changing to LED lights.
Mm-hmm.
You can see
Yeah.
over the years, it really has paid off. Now, I know there's other variables involved because not every year is the same with the heat and everything like that, the heat outside, but I still think it shows that it's paid off.
Yeah. I did it in my own house. They do make a difference.
Yeah. In fact, I'll point out that the track lights that are in the gallery, those are the very, very high lights. Most of this, what we've done is we replaced them as they burn out, but the track lights we did before they burned out, and those were 500-watt halogen bulbs up there.
Oh
And
my
we
God.
replaced them. Now we've got 25-watt LEDs.
I have two
A big
LEDs
difference.
right now lighting me. I'm impressed with the budget. I just had one little question. I see that the salary expenses has gone up by about 7%, but the payroll taxes have gone up by 17%. Is this a change in payroll tax rates?
No, that's because last time I underestimated what it should be.
Oh,
And I
okay.
should also point out that the salaries do now include salaries of the people who are going to be working at the Northern Branch.
Okay, yeah. But okay, I would have expected the two percentages to be comparable, but I understand.
Yeah, I think next year they will be. It was just that this past year
And I know on the retiree, the same, I can see that happened last
Yeah.
time on the retiree. Is there a motion to accept this budget as prepared by January?
Yes.
Iris moves and Kevin seconds. And is there any discussion, any further discussion on this? Anyone like to discuss anything more on this budget?
Yeah, I got one question, and I was just double checking. January, on line 928, when you described the library programs, because you decreased it by 10 grand because of the pandemic. Do you
Yes.
think that would increase since we are starting in July of 2021? That's your budget year, right? July 2021?
Yeah.
Right. Versus moving forward as we slowly migrate into normalcy. So will those programs be restarted during the year?
I hope so.
Okay.
You don't know yet.
That is my hope.
Right. Okay. So would that be enough since we're cutting it by 10 grand? Because I
Yeah.
assume.
Because
Okay.
if you look at, well, that doesn't matter. This year doesn't really.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, this year is like a wash.
Yeah.
So let's look at not even 1920, because March of 20
Right.
is when.
You need
So
to,
we gotta look at 18, 19. Compare that to now.
but as I
normally.
as I
Okay.
recall, each year it generally runs low, and
Okay.
I'm relatively certain it's going to work out. I'll make sure it
All
works.
right. Cool. Oh, that's it. Everything else looks good. Thank you.
If there's no further discussion on this motion, I'd like to put it up for a vote. Those in favor of accepting this, please signify by putting your hand up. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody.
Wait a
It's
minute.
unanimous. Well,
Let me do the fancy
I don't
way.
see
There you go.
Kevin.
Thumbs up.
Kevin, would you like to vote for this motion?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's unanimous.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, January. I suspect that we'll have a significant excess on this year, on this current budget as well. So we'll be in good shape. Is there any other new business?
Yes.
There?
So the governor has changed the rules again with Executive Order 242, basically eliminating mask mandates, social distancing. However, entities can still, within their own walls, set their own limits. Last night, council voted that visitors, so non-employees, but visitors to the municipal complex for the next undetermined amount of time will be required to wear masks. The exception being if they're in someone's private office, such as Mr. Vornlocker's office, if he is confident that they are vaccinated and he is also vaccinated, then they don't have to wear masks. But that's up to the occupant of that office, individual office at the time. January, is this a decision you want to make about the library, or do you want the trustees to make about the library? Because right now, starting Saturday, if you do nothing, then people don't have to wear masks in the library.
Well, I saw the article and I took action and I decided, but it would be good to have the board reaffirm what I've done. I decided to follow the township's example and just go along with what the town is doing. So in other words, visitors will still have to wear masks. Staff in the public areas will still have to wear masks because they're out with the public until further notice.
Iris, you're muted.
I said I agree with that. I think that I've been listening to a lot of both sides of the story, and some people, especially older people, are more comfortable having their masks on.
And having others around them have their masks on.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think everybody has gotten pretty much used to it now, so I mean, I don't see.
Not a problem.
I don't think it's it's an undue burden to ask anyone to continue to wear their mask while they're in the library. So I'm definitely in line with that.
And I think it sets a good example.
Okay.
Exactly.
My other question is, I forget what time of the year we have to let, and it may not be every year, but we have to let the landlord for the southern branch know.
Yes.
So
It'll be coming up in
Number?
the deadline is going to be May of 2022 to let him know, him or her know.
it's probably good timing.
Yeah, I hope we make it. Because the lease is going to expire December of 2022.
Mm.
When are we looking at construction being completed?
I can tell you when it was supposed to start. Hopefully mid-November. I think it was going to go.
Of 2022?
No, this year.
21.
This year.
21.
21.
Okay.
It's a good year project.
I'll call you right back.
Yeah.
We should be able to be out by,
If they get the foundation and the roof up before wintertime, that should be good.
Yeah.
No, I think the
That's
plan
the
is
key.
to get at least the foundation up before winter.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be a little tight to get the whole structure in before winter, but certainly if it
Yep.
can be done.
You
Yeah.
never know.
Definitely foundation. I agree. But yeah.
okay. Good.
Is there any other old business? I'm sorry, any other new
New,
business?
new business.
Yeah.
New business. Seeing none, I'd like to confirm that our next meeting is scheduled for June 23rd, 2021.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
good.
we should very likely be able to meet in person at that time.
The mask.
With our mask on.
With masks. Yes.
And bells.
Well, that's true. Now, are we still going to establish the 6 feet or 3 feet protocol, or is just going to be masked, everybody around the same table?
Well, we could meet in the community room and spread out throughout the room and hope that not a lot of the public comes, which will add to the
Mayhem.
Well, the community room has plenty of space.
Yeah, we can really spread out in there.
Okay.
And if there's any change in this, if for some reason things change
Okay.
and we have to go virtual, you will all be notified.
Okay.
Thank you.
The issue becomes advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How early do you have to advertise? 2 weeks, January?
If I change it, I think it's 3 days.
Oh, 3 days.
Yeah, I think it's short. 3 days.
Well, you and Nick should get together and you're welcome to ask me my opinion
Okay.
and decide whether it will be in person or not and where it will be.
Do you have a preference? Do you think it should be virtual?
Keep it virtual this time, and the next time we'll see.
Well, next time will be July.
No, it'll
And
be
then
August.
August, right? Right. We break for
Yeah.
July.
Better. It's better.
So
I
maybe we
think
should do virtual and then come
Yeah.
back August, live,
Yeah.
like starting the new year.
July.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I agree.
That
Yeah.
would be pretty safe.
Keep
Yeah.
it virtual.
Yeah, rather than having to run around and change things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That seems unanimous.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
more Zoom.
I withdraw my comments about
Good job.
meeting in person.
Next.
Virtual for June.
Okay,
Okay.
so our next meeting will be June 23rd and it will be
Yeah.
virtual.
Last day of
Okay.
school. Woohoo.
Yeah.
And the
Is
summer's
there
almost over.
is there a motion to adjourn?
Are we going to open to the public again?
Yes.
You gotta get
Oh,
more public.
sorry about that, yes. Not on this.
Oh, I missed it on the agenda. My apologies.
Okay, yeah. Okay, would like to open this meeting to the,
Public.
to any public comment? Anyone?
Yes,
Mr.
hi,
Malone?
this is hi, yes, good evening. This is Andy Malone, Milone. I'm a reporter with New Brunswick Today. I just wanted to confirm that the director and the chairman got my message. I just would like to set up an interview about the new library.
I did not get a message.
Okay,
I did not know.
just for a future reference then, what's the best way to reach either?
Where did you send it?
There was some reference desk email address that was given to me.
Yeah. Sometimes there's a delay in getting that forwarded to the proper person. That may be
Okay.
what happened.
Okay. Is there a better?
Can I send you my email and where can I contact you and I'll send you?
Of course. The best email address is my name, so Andy, Andy, Milone, at proton, PROTON, mail, MAIL, .com. So Andy Malone at protonmail.com. That is
Dot
the
com.
preferred.
Yeah.
Yep, .com. You got it. Thank you.
Okay, I will send you everything that will get you in touch with me. And
Perfect.
if January, if you'd like to do the same, that will.
You want to just include my information with yours
Um,
rather than sending them two emails?
yes,
Okay.
I will. I will. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. That is all. I appreciate the time.
Okay. Now, one more thing, Mr. Malone. Can you tell me
Yep.
the name of the publication?
Yeah, New Brunswick Today. We're expanding
Oh.
our coverage a little bit outside the New Brunswick area. So a little bit outside. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Is there any other member of the public who would like to speak?
Jason.
Jason's driving.
Okay. Seeing none, I would like to close this second portion of the second public portion of the meeting. And I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn. NBC?
Yeah.
And who would like to second? Iris?
I'll second.
Second it? Any discussion?
I'll second. All right, so me,
I hear some discussion from a very young person.
The baby.
Those in favor signify by raising their hand.
All right.
All right.
I think this meeting is adjourned, even though I don't see Kevin's hand.
Okay.
There it is, okay.